What to do, YouTube? MGM for Life here. Back again, bringing you a deck profile for the Last Warrior from Another Planet. Somebody requested an official deck profile on one of the comments on the last Warrior from Another Planet video I had, and I was actually I was so used to doing the deck profiles and the actual videos that I forgot I actually hadn't done an official deck profile for this deck. But well, now I can't say that because here it is. So we'll get into the cards real quickly and explain some of the combos. It's pretty self-explanatory deck, honestly. There isn't really much to it. It's basically just get the last warrior out first turn if you possibly can. But so here we go. So it's going to be 3 Prisma, 3 Goddess with the third eye, 3 King of the Swamp, 3 Mario Kutai, 2 Tour Guide, 1 Versago the Destroyer, 3 Zombira the Dark, 1 Dark Hole, 3 Forbidden Lance, 1 Fusion Gate, 1 Heavy Storm, 2 Hidden Armory, 3 Night Beam, 2 Polymerization, 2 Prohibition, 2 Shooting Star Bow Seal, 3 Dark Bribe, and 1 Huge Revolution is over. So basically, then the extra deck, or the extra deck is just basically Last Warrior and then some rank 3. So anyway, so basically, the main thing is to get Last Warrior out for the first turn. So you have Prisma, Mario Kutai, and Zombira, who are all the ways that their main ways to get Last Warrior from another planet. Then you have King of the Swamp, which is your searcher for the polymerization as well as substitute fusion monster. And since since Last Warrior does not have the effect that text that says it has to be summoned using the 2 materials printed on the card, you can use the substitute fusion monsters, which makes it a lot easier. So Versago, Goddess with the third eye, and King of the Swamp are going to make it easier for you to get it out first turn. Then Fusion Gate is there just because sometimes you don't draw polymerization or King of the Swamp, so Fusion Gate just provides another way to make the Last Warrior on the first turn. So basically, with the deck, Prisma is going to be your main way of getting out Zombira and Mario Kutai. Tour Guide and Versago is another way to get them out if you have the Zombira or Mario Kutai in hand. But Tour Guide doesn't really work well with Prisma because you can't do 2 normal summons. So you usually want Prisma or the substitute fusion monsters or Tour Guide with Zombira or Mario Kutai. But you really don't want Prisma and Tour Guide together because it doesn't really work out. So as far as the deck, the competitive aspect of the deck, it's basically, sort of plays similar to Evil Swarms. Get out your main guy and shut your opponent down from there. As I go over the cards, basically Forbidden Lance is just to protect it, and then Shooting Star Bow Seal obviously allows you to just attack over them forever. And that's basically the main point of the deck is to get out Last Warrior. They can't summon. You wait until you have Shooting Star Bow Seal, and then you equip it to Last Warrior, and you just hit them for 1350 until they go all the way down to 0, basically. And the deck really plays kind of just like Evil Swarms, as in you just get them out and then you protect them. But unlike Evil Swarms, nobody can summon anything. So I think that's it's a gift and a curse for this deck because normally you would want to, if you're drawn to pull into a Tour Guide or something, they'll just mouse over the side deck here. It's pretty much nothing. It's just like a bunch of random shit here that doesn't even really work, honestly, with the deck. I mean, you could side in macro. I mean, macro doesn't really hurt you. But I just forgot what I was saying. Oh, anyway, yeah, you can't summon anything. So, like, if you pull into a Tour Guide after you get out your Last Warrior and you want to go for like a Zen Mains or a Leviathan or something like that, well, I mean, you really can't do anything because neither player can summon. So that's kind of the disadvantage that this card has over Evil Swarms. Is that Evil Swarms can really only prevent level 5 or higher, so there's it has a so you can still summon level 4, level 3 or whatever, so you can go for something else. So I think the Last Warrior, the main problem is that it's one dimensional, and you only have, and once that's done, it's like one trick pony. Once that's out, you're done for. Another problem is that it being only 2350, you have a problem with anything that's 2400 or above. So especially if you're going second, they get out at go up against spell books. They get out High Priestess first turn. Well, I mean, there's not really much you could do about that, honestly. So that's another problem with the deck. But if you go first, though, I mean, it's a pretty amazing deck. because I mean, getting this Last Warrior out is not the problem. This deck can consistently get it out. It's just that, you know, keeping it protected, so you play really safe. And the problem is that if you're going second, um, you just gotta hope they don't get anything that you can't deal with before you get this out, or hope they don't have like a bottomless or something set. So really, this deck just pretty much can't go second. I mean, unless, you know, their first turn is, you know, set one face down end. I mean, that's pretty much the first turn you have to hope for if you're going second. So I think that's one of the major issues with this deck. And, you know, other, you know, more powerful decks like Elemental Dragons, as I said before, Blaster can just pop him. It's like I don't even care. So, you know, if I really were going to use this deck for real, I would probably side in Forbidden Dress, maybe Safe Zone. But really, Safe Zone kind of doesn't work with Shooting Star Bow Seal, so probably just Dress. Or like Mental Drain, something like that. But anyway, this has been the official deck profile for the Last Warrior. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here. Deuces.